the theme for April is giant gentleness. In those flashes when we are conscious of our oneness, there is an openness and all-encompassing love. In all the other moments in our lives, we need or really deserve giant gentleness. It lets all the moments of our lives, no matter what they are, be sacred and holy. Now it's time for me to introduce our speaker for today. I get to introduce the fabulous Reverend Steph, Saint Amand with gentle cosmicness. She embodies divine love. It's so inspiring. Thank you.
I always try to come up here as slowly as possible so that I can gather myself. Because I don't know if you know this about me. I'm an Energizer bunny. So on the inside right now, it's like vibrating significantly, right? Because I just want to be here now with all of you. I just want to be here right now with all of you. And I get to. Hey, Zoomers. Hey, my mom's watching. Hi, Mom. Christina, Clara, iPhone 2. Hi, beloveds. So now I'm going to speed up a little. Okay, now we're going to do it. Now we're on. No, seriously, I love every single one of you. You're so precious. Okay, I'm ready. So I started looking at the talk notes a couple weeks ago because I like to be prepared, and I was preparing the newsletter, so that's what I was preparing for. I'm going to use a lot of P, so I'm going to move the mic a little lower. So I was preparing for the newsletter a couple weeks ago, making sure I had all the titles, and there's a piece of my mind that read this week's title differently. And so that's what I did the talk on. So instead of, what is it? Gentle cosmicness, I did a talk on cosmic gentleness, right? So cosmic gentleness. Let's take gentleness to a cosmic level, breathing in truth, changing our perspective, and celebrating life. Cosmic gentleness. I think it's different, right? Gentle cosmicness. I don't even know what that means, but cosmic gentleness, I did a whole talk on, so here we go. And shout out to Taria. If you see in the newsletter Taria's doing the meditation, get here on time for the meditation. Right?
I did not pay her for that plug?
No. The infinite money bag is always open to me though. Right? Okay, so cosmic gentleness on a cosmic level. We are a universal presence expanding and expressing in itself into everything. The whole expression of the universe's intelligence has made this. So great. So that means that everything I do for the divine presence within me and all around me, everything I do. And so we acknowledge in this teaching, in this presence, that the world is alive as love itself. Life is alive as love itself. And so a lot of folks in the world, they don't like the G word anymore, God, and I have a love-hate relationship. I'm in and out of relationship with that word for sure. But it is the synonym, not to be confused with cinnamon, but is love. The infinite universal presence of divine unconditional love. That is what is making the world happen. It is always the presence that is giving of itself. And so in this life, as the divine power and presence, I accept into my life that gentleness with myself is loving and supportive. I can learn how to be gentle with myself because I am the universal presence. I am cosmic gentleness as I move and have my being in this life and in this expression. So how do we look out at the world around us and the future of humanity with gentleness? Because it is cosmic. If it is in me, it is in you. If it is in me, it is in all those people that I have struggles with. Aren't you being just the divine today? You're being so helpful today. So in this historical imprint that we have in this reality, there is the story of the Big Bang. Anyone hear about this evolutionary thing that happened billions of years ago? They call it the Big Bang. There was nothing, might have been a vortex, and then there was something. So there's the story of the beforeness that I would like to share. Because there was something before time and space. There was something before. And it was the emptiness of wonder and imagination. And it was pure light. And this light was everywhere all the time. Pure, radiant light. Everywhere all the time. It was everywhere all the time. It was this powerful substance that just wanted to be light, wanted to gift itself over and over and over again, just wanted to shine and shine and shine. And so it realized that it needed something to contain a piece of itself so that it could give of itself. And so it created a vessel. And it created this vessel to be the receiving of its light. It only wanted to give. This beautiful, pure, everything, everywhere light just wanted to give of itself. Just wanted to recreate the loving expression of itself into everything. And so it created this vessel and it started pouring itself into it. And the vessel was like, wow, this is a lot to take in. This is a lot to take in. Wow, this is a holy thing that's happening right here. And as we know, if you have a coffee cup or a glass, as you know, whatever you pour into that glass, the temperature of it, the glass becomes the same temperature. And so the vessel itself, filling of this light, became all of it. This vessel became the temperature, the consistency of the light. And it just wanted, now being the receiving of all of this greatness, all of this loving, powerful presence that is unconditional. Have you ever loved something so much you felt like you were going to explode? I'll show you a picture of my puppy if you haven't. And so it decided, because it was just receiving, it became the same source and substance of the light. And so it needed to give. It needed to give back to the light. And so it started forcing itself. It started forcing its own agenda on the light. And this light was like, no, I need you to receive me. I don't want to receive myself back. I don't want that. I'm only here to give. And so the vessel of light was like, but I need to give the light back to you. I need to reflect it back to you. And so the light drew itself away, which means the vessel began to withdraw from its own experience. And then it started chasing the light. I need the light, I need the light. Where did my light go? And so, chasing the light was like, okay, I see that you're empty. and I will fill you again. I will fill you again. And so the light gave all of itself, all at the same time, into the vessel, and the vessel shattered into infinite pieces and became life itself. And so life itself has giving and receiving. Life itself is giving and receiving. We have all the love of unconditional expression of an infinite intelligent presence in us to give. And there's a place within each and every one of us that has the capacity and the capability to receive that unconditional love. And the best way to be able to receive that love is to learn to look at your own reflection in the mirror and go, how you doing? I love you so much, I'm willing to do all the heavy lifting of the work it takes to heal the crap I have expressed and experienced in my life that I have decided to put in baggages and trunk cases and chests and woolly-pulley things in my whole life. But when I look in the mirror, can I love that person who thinks they're broken? That vessel that broke into infinite pieces of universal presence is in each and every one of you. There's a shard of light in each and every one of you from that holy and sacred thing that created all of life. And the greatest thing we can do for humanity as a whole, for a cosmic gentleness experience, is to learn how to love ourselves, even when we're messy, even when we're withholding, even when we are chasing things that aren't ours to chase. So I don't know if you guys have got this. I've been doing talks here for like a year now. But I am a oneness enthusiast. Oneness is my religion. And love is the doctrine in which I serve. And so in this cosmic gentleness, there's a universal cosmic oneness. And I will preach this until I have no voice. What I do for myself, I do for humanity. And I am willing to do the work on myself so that when I look out into humanity, I see the light. What I heal within me, I heal in the world around me. I keep my vessel clear, I keep my temple clear. I cultivate an aware presence in my mind and in my life so that I can be present for every morsel, every moment, every choice, every decision that I make, I am present and aware for. Oh, fell down again this week. Oh, banged my shin on that. All week long, here's a perfect reminder of getting things done, or being corralled. We have a dog, a corgi in the house right now, and he lovingly had some surgery this week to, neutered. He's been neutered. And so he has a comb on his head, and it's the perfect height. So my legs right now, every time he like tries to pass me in a hallway, so it's just that's what our falling downs are. That's what our missteps are. The little, just move out of the way. Just move out of the way. Yeah. So life is that light. Life is that infinite expression and infinite opportunities to express itself. And it shows up in each and every one of us as unique and unrepeatable expressions. So I want us to remember that in that cosmic gentleness, life is bigger than our news feeds. Life is better than our trends. I got 73 likes today. Life is more than our forecasts. It's bigger than our horoscopes and our human design charts. These are wonderful things to know in our lives. They help us. These are just tools we use to discover more about who we are and the nature of divinity and intelligent presence that is within each and every one of us. And so, as practitioners of the science of mind, did you know that if you've read the book, The Science of Mind, and you practice its philosophy, you are a practitioner? You're a practitioner of the philosophy, right? So as practitioners, it is our responsibility to hold on to truth no matter what is before us, to know that we are greater than the problem we are about to solve, because if there's a problem before us, the solution is already within us. And there is nothing outside of this one life. So every endeavor, every adventure, every activity, we endeavor to have our thoughts predominantly those of love, kindness, gratitude, and joy. Not just for ourselves, but for our friends, our families, our neighbors, our community. Practicing daily to remember that all of life is sacred and holy. All of life is sacred and holy. All of life. You don't hear gardeners complaining about the dirt under their nails because they just spent 8 hours in the soil preparing and planning for a harvest that is destined already. And so we can take that into our daily practice, to be gentle with ourselves, to have that universal presence of gentleness in all that we do. The more we think upon the things we want to see in our world in a positive light, the easier it is for them to show up. So we practice daily. The pebble in your shoes, the pebble that is in your shoe are not forcing you to continue to walk with it. We get a choice. We get to choose to take our shoe off and shake it out and take out the pebble and start again. Or we can certainly have the freedom to live with that pebble in our shoe and go, I can't believe there's a pebble in my shoe. I can't believe this. This is always happening to me. There's always a pebble in my shoe. Just when things were getting good. Just when things were getting good. Ernest Holmes said in the Discover a Richer Life, life is not just something to be endured. It is to be lived in joy and fullness without limit. I place no value on anything unless it brings gladness, love, friendship, the ability to laugh, and makes me feel that every person I meet, if I knew him, I would love. So here's our practice for gentleness. What if we go walk around every day this week, assuming everybody wants the best for us? That checkout person, our bank teller, the gas person who's filling up my car, the person who just cut me off, they want the best for me. And we can practice this by wanting the best for ourselves. We start with us, right? I want the best for myself. I want the best for my friends. I want the best for my family. I want the best for my neighbors. I want the best for my community. I want to see every single person shine the light that is within them because it is holy and precious and good. And so I invest my time, my energy, my thoughts, my awareness in this. And trusting that if anyone knew me, they would love me. Because I act like a good person. I'm conscious, I'm aware. I live in this expression and experience of being that. Right? If we want it, we have to be it. So, the giant gentleness, the cosmic gentleness in the world of humanity, in every little human being, every human being, everyone I promise you this. Everyone is doing the best that they can. Knowing your value and your worthiness, knowing that you at your core is forged from divine substance, you can trust. You can trust. You are always the best version of yourself. You can trust that each and every day you are indeed doing the very best that you can. Because you are. Like Maya Angelou said, if you knew better, you'd be doing better. So you're doing the best that you can. And with that freedom, that faith in yourself, that trust in yourself, that you are doing the best that you can, trusting that your neighbors are doing the best that they can, and if you ask them to move, park differently, they might. Instead of telling stories inside your house, bickering that they haven't parked properly. Now I've just let you all into my brain on a Monday morning when my neighbor parks wonky. And so I love and accept myself. I love and accept my neighbors. So in that freedom to know and trust who you are and discover the moreness of who you are, that freedom from all the judgment, all self-criticizing and nitpicking about every little thing, you have the capabilities and the capacity to see that same divine substance in everyone and everything in everywhere. You are the light that reflects out into the world and changes everything around you. But guess what? With that same principle in mind, the energy that you reflect is also reflected back to you. So you can be light or you can be shadow. And sometimes in this beautiful thing called humanity and awakening, we get to be both simultaneously. Ernest Holmes wrote in Ideas of Power, I think love is the only security there is in the universe. There is nothing worthwhile without it. We must have love, and for everyone. So reminding you all again of this beautiful divine paradigm that the sweet and the sticky are all divine. The light and the shadow. When I am growing and moving through things, it's because something has bumped up against me. Something has rubbed me the wrong way, so now I get to be a mindful, conscious thing and discover and process my healing. And so someone else out in the world, for my healing and my good, had to be an angel that showed up as a shadow. Showed up as someone that was willing to rub me the wrong way, say the wrong thing, be offensive. What a glorious, glorious thing that they had the courage and bravery to be their unique and unrepeatable expression of light so that I can continue this journey, a gentle, cosmic expression in my own life. So, it's the sticky and the sweet. When I was like about 10 years old, a family had a boat, and it was July 1st, Canada Day. We were out on this boat, and we were going to watch the fireworks in Sewicott, Ontario. Anyone ever been to Sewicott, Ontario? Oh, look at you. Look at you all. If you blink, you've missed it. So we're out. I'm probably 8. I'm 8 or 9 years old. And there's one beautiful, beautiful family friend named Sandy. Just as spectacular. She was like my caregiver as a kid, like just spectacular. We were friends, family friends. And so we were on this beautiful boat, and we were waiting for the fireworks, and I put my hand down in something and looked at my hand, and I freaked out. I had a temper tantrum that I got bird poop on my hand. And Sandy, in her power, grabbed my hand, wiped it off clean, and said, "It's only poop. It's only poop." And in that moment, I was instantly calmed. Someone else affirmed for me that shit happens. And we can clean it up. In fact, what a beautiful place. We were in So if we change our perspective, if we change the way we look at things, if we change our thinking, change our mind, everything changes. And there are life circumstances, every single life circumstance is here to only affirm how powerful you are. You are absolutely powerful. It is in our nature to be the expression of that which we are. And so in that nature, what we do for ourselves, we do for the planet. As we walk around this beautiful sacred earth, are we communing with nature because we are nature? Are we going for walks and meditating in the trees? Are we getting our hands dirty in the soil? Are we harvesting that which is already present? It's in our nature. So gentleness is the prolific expression of love and compassion. And all of life is divine. Every grain of sand, every creature, all the fertilizer, and all the pearls. What a magnificent life we get to live. We get to live. What a glorious and wondrous thing we are as divine source and substance. We get to be conscious, self-aware presence with the power to create infinitely imaginable things. Not unimaginable. Infinitely imaginable things. We get to create that in our lives. So universal community, infinite oneness. We are all one. There is one energy in multiple forms, one light, one soul. No matter where we go and what we find, love is that. Love is in us to express and to expand, and we get to evolve. We are still evolving human being creatures. Right? We are still evolving right here, right now, evolving in front of one another. New babies being born today, they say, oh, they're on the spectrum. Because we don't yet understand how brilliant and magnificent the minds that are presenting themselves. In our time, in our space, in our place, we get to watch evolution unfold. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that the past is back where it is, right? Agent K in Men in Black, thank goodness we're evolving. He said 1,500 years ago, everybody knew the earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everyone knew the earth was flat. Imagine what you'll know tomorrow. Imagine what we'll know tomorrow. If we're open, if we stay open, and we allow this cosmic gentleness of infinite intelligent presence to use us as a vessel of its own expression. There is a divine certainty in each and every one of us that allows that to express and to expand. And we, as a community of one soul, we get to do great things right here. We get to pick up the chairs and move the tables. We get to show up on Friday and move this and take out tables for a craft fair. We get to sign up on the back to volunteer our time and our energy because we are one soul participating in this family unit. We are in this together. This beautiful gentleman in my life, he told me this just this week. Team. Together, everyone accomplishes miracles. The wisdom of the universe and the substance of all creation is within each and every one of us. So what are we going to do to create that here so that this space is evolutionary? This sanctuary for seekers is alive and vibrant and thriving, and everyone out there wants to be in here because of the energy, simply the energy that is vibrating from this place, because every single one of us is doing the best that we can. gently. I love you so much. Thank you for listening and being a part of my life. Thank you.